Wonderful. Good evening, everyone. I am so excited to be with you tonight. My name is Christina Martinez Williams. I'm 44 years old today. Today is my birthday. And I am really excited because, well, I live in Fort Washington, Maryland. Let me tell you a little bit more who I am. I live in Fort Washington, Maryland. I have two girls who are 8.5 and 10. I'm married, and this is my youngest, who was 8 months old when I started drinking ketones. I've been drinking ketones for 8 years, and this is my oldest, who was two, and 8 years, and sharing them for 6.5 years. And I was a former coach of teachers. Thank you, Jennifer. So I'm a former coach of teachers. Since drinking, before drinking ketones, let me start there. Before drinking ketones, people asked me if I was pregnant when I was not. So she was already out of my belly, and I was not pregnant, but people asked me if I was. Now they ask me if I do CrossFit when I don't. And before drinking ketones, I was a good mom. I was a good mom, Christina, but I was losing Christina, because I didn't have enough energy left for myself at the end of the day. And since drinking ketones, I'm not only a great mom, Christina, but I get to be Christina all day long with enough energy and focus to go after my goals, even when my girls go to sleep. So it's been an amazing journey. Sharing ketones has also been an amazing journey, and I want to share that a little bit later with you. But we're going to get into talking about what ketones are. We're going to talk about, you're going to hear someone's story as well. And then you're also going to hear some ways to get started. So Nick is going to share nope, not yet. We're going to keep going. Great. Okay. So when I got started, this is something, like I said, people asked me if I was pregnant when I wasn't. Now they ask me if I do CrossFit if I don't. How does something make you lose fat, but then gain muscle? Ketones do that. Ketones have a lot of things that they do in the body, and they are absolutely the best fuel source for your body. They are the only naturally fermented 100% bioidentical ketone to the one that your liver makes. And they do in your body what we call them a technology, because it's way more than a supplement. It's not just adding calcium and sodium and magnesium, which are in our ketones, but it's adding this ketone molecule. So they give you these benefits of energy, focus, fat loss, reduced cravings for carbs, muscle preservation and growth, better digestion, better sleep, better mood, and better skin. And all of that because your brain, your heart, and your muscle get the best fuel source that they prefer. So you can see here that they were formulated by doctors. They were developed by the Department of Defense because deep sea divers were coming up and their brains were oxidizing and they were having seizures. So they looked to the ketone to help to reduce that for them. And that is where we have reiterated, innovated, and come with this ketone that is the best that exists. We have over 205 granted and pending patents. That is unheard of. Most companies have one or two, and we have over 205. So this is a technology that is unlike any other. It's revolutionizing metabolic health in our world. We're open in 42 countries, 42 countries, and we are only getting started. I was at an event this last weekend called Inspire, and it was inspiring to hear just how much. There was a paper that was published last week about the power of ketones. So this is something that's just growing. The research is growing, but we've already been here for 9 years, and we are still going strong, and we have a lot to go, a lot further to go. So these are the benefits that I rattled off to you a second ago. I would like to know in the comments, which is your favorite benefit that you're experiencing if you're drinking ketones, and if you are not experiencing drinking ketones yet, which of these would make your typical day better? I want you to be thinking about that during this presentation, because that's what the ketones get to do. They get to work in your body. The moment you drink them, you're in ketosis within an hour, meaning that if you prick your finger and test your blood, you have ketones in your blood, and you get to feel better. You get to show up as a better mom. You get to show up as a better friend, as a better coworker. You get to show up as a better you, just like I get to show up as a better Christina. And you get to have what you need so that you can be your best self, and you can help other people be their best selves as well. So we're going to go to hearing a story from Mirza. his story. And Mirza is here he lives actually in like 15, 20 minutes from me. And I'm so excited for you to hear his story because he has not been drinking ketones for very long yet he has already experienced a ton of benefits from drinking ketones, and they're super powerful. And there's something that I want you to hear when you hear his story. Listen to how powerful it is, but also I want you to hear just how much ketones can do. And every body is different, and every body inside is going to use ketones differently at different times and in different rates. And every story looks different, but ketones are intelligent. Your body's intelligent and knows where to send them to where they're needed. So, Mirza, thank you for being here. I asked him literally like 20 minutes ago to hop on tonight and share with you his story, and he was willing. And he is excited, I know, because he's talking to people and sharing with people about what's going on in his life because of ketones. So, Mirza, thank you for being here.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Uh, okay, let's start it. So, my name is Mirza, and I'm 47 years old, and I live in Bryan's Road, Maryland, also not too far from Christina. And I've been drinking ketones roughly about a month, a little over a month, but I would say a month. And before drinking ketones, I was like confused and always down and scared too. But because my doctor actually, because I've been working with my doctor and he told me like if I stayed like this, if I won't change my lifestyle or do something about it, I won't be able to make to a roughly like 50 years old. And I was stressed and felt exhausted all the time. And like a month ago, like my sleep was actually shallow. I do awake like almost like 30, 40 times a night just to go to bathroom, and my energy was very low. And actually, I have struggled like with my weight for my whole life, and I was at the point where my weight made everything harder. And I couldn't walk much because I would be like breathing like too hard, and I had a hard time like climbing the stairs at my house because I have like a three floors house, and I would try like not avoid the stairs and try to sleep in my living room. And I also have like like if I have to pick up something from the ground, so I have a hard time to picking it up. And during the driving, I felt like my I don't have enough room between my stomach and my steering wheel, so I was feeling like like too tight in all my places. And then and I even like I used to wear like a 4X like shirt, and I was having a hard time because it was kind of feeling tight on like my, especially in arms and like area, and especially on my chest. So since I'm drinking ketones, I have a much more positive mindset, and I deal better with stress and in my daily routine life. And now actually I sleep like a baby, and my energy has actually greatly improved. I would say like from like one being low and 10 being high, I was four, but now like I'm 7 and 8 at the moment. And I can walk more faster and longer without getting out of breath. I even actually climb my stairs. I actually go to my like bedroom and top floor and sleep in my bed without any issues. And I roughly have lost only like I would say like a 10 pounds, but I can fit better in my clothes and feel like a new person already. And I've seen so many aspects of my health shift in such like weeks that I can show that I can prove my doctor wrong, because my next appointment is coming in 3 months, and I'm getting excited about to tell my doctor what's going on in the background. And I feel like before that I was living in the dark, and now I can feel like a little tunnel of light through the dark to get rid of my like situation and feel more better eventually. And I'm so excited, to be honest, and to continue forward this and to live like long, healthy life, enjoy my independence without always having going to see a doctor on a regular basis. And I'm enjoying life more and doing my favorite thing like traveling and being part of the healthy group of like-minded and health-conscious people around me. And I'm glad I started this and I found this around me like during the Pruvit community. Long story short, I'm looking to see my life making a 180-degree turn toward the healthy lifestyle, and I'm excited so much about it. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mirza. I every time that I hear your story, I'm just like, wow. Ketones are the most powerful thing in our bodies for better health. And I love that even that you've lost 10 pounds, and that's a lot because you've had a weight loss challenge for all of your life. However, you have experienced all these other benefits that are literally changing your life and changing your lifestyle, how you get to show up, how you get to live, how you get to feel. And that is what we have our hands on. That is the power of ketones in our bodies and the power of this fuel source. So, ketones are actually sending molecules of energy. They are molecules of energy. They're going into our body and they're doing it at a more efficient rate than glucose, than carbs and sugars. So, sometimes people ask me, why can someone lose weight or lose fat, but also gain muscle? And that's because ketones are reducing your cravings for carbs, giving you energy to move your body more. They're also making it possible for you to sleep better, like you heard in Mirza's story. And when you sleep better, our bodies do a lot for our fat loss in sleep. There's a lot that's going on and it needs energy. Our brain needs energy to sleep. So when we have that energy, our bodies can do what they need to do to recuperate, to rejuvenate, and we get to experience that. And then they're the only ketones are the only thing that exists that is both protein sparing and protein synthesis, meaning that it protects your muscle from a further breakdown and less fatigue. And you can do more when you work out or when you move. Don't even have to work out, just move. And then you also get to build more muscle in the process. That's amazing. Ketones do that as well in the terms of energy and sleep. People say, how do you have so much? How do you get the ability to have energy, but then also sleep well? Well, when you move more and spend more time with your body moving, you feel better, and then your brain is fueled better, you get to do both. You get to have both, and you don't have to go without either one. You can have both of those benefits. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And I love that Mirza's story so visually depicts what that can look like for us. And so I don't know where you are in what you're needing, but there is something that you're needing that ketones are going to address and are going to help you with, because that's because we're all humans and we can all use ketones. So I'm going to move back to the slideshow, I think. No. Okay, I'm going to move to Nick. Before I move to Nick, I'm going to share with you for a moment. No, I'm not. I'm gonna do that in a second. I'm confused of where we are in the slideshow. So I'm gonna hand the mic over to my brother, who is actually the one who introduced me to ketones 8 years ago, and I was slow to say yes. My parents said yes to him, and they were drinking ketones. They've been drinking ketones for 9 years. They're 71 and 74, and they are at their best health. They are showing up and aging backwards and living differently than they lived 8 years ago, 9 years ago. But I said no. So if you're someone who's skeptical out there, I was with you. I said no, no, no. I don't want that. I'll do something else. I'll try something else. I'll do my own thing. And then when I finally decided to make a shift, I got to experience the beauty of what we have our hands on. So I'm excited for you to hear from my brother, Nick Martinez.
Awesome. Thank you, Christina, and happy birthday.
Thank you.
Holy moly. My name is Nick. If I haven't met you yet, I live out in Minnesota. Been drinking and sharing ketones now for 9 years. I used to be a full-time airline pilot and was introduced to ketones by a flight attendant who happened to call me up one day and ask me, hey, what do you know about ketones and ketosis? I found something. It's going to change the world. You need to do this with me. Those were her exact words. She and her husband sent me a video. I watched it, shared information that Christina just talked about. They didn't have thousands of stories like Mirza's or Christina's. Just had this concept of drinking ketones would help you, and being in ketosis was a very good spot to be. So I was skeptical. I was also somebody that has always been looking for opportunity, always looking for different ways to make money. As a pilot, I had some downtime, and I was always trying to create a business in my spare time. Never really found something that took off, but I'd been doing that for the previous 7 or 8 years. And for some reason, I said yes. I don't know why. I spent $1,000 on a promoter pack. I'd never tried ketones, didn't know what ketosis was, but it was something about my friend's energy and excitement and confidence and vision for what she was creating, the amount of people that we were going to impact and how it was going to change our lives. 2.5 years in, I walked away from flying airplanes. I started sharing ketones with the pilots I was flying with, people around me, and they started to metamorphosize. Christina mentioned my mom and my dad were my very first customers. They've been my test dummies for years, and this is the first thing I gave them that they're just like, okay, like this is it. They are 9 years later. They're living their best life in their 70s, better than they did in their 50s, playing with my kids, Christina's kids, like more than I would have ever expected somebody in their 70s to do so. I aspire to be as energetic and as put together as them when I'm their age. So that being said, I want to walk you through the different options to start, because at this point, if you're not yet drinking ketones, you need ketones. So whoever invited you to this Zoom or the recording, I want you to get their website, and I'm going to give you some different options to start with. And then second, I'm going to take you through, like, if you get ketones, you can either drink and share, or you can even build and coach. And I'm going to tell you what those kind of differentiators are. So I'm just gonna pull up this slide presentation again. And so, like I said, there's a couple different ways to get started. We have a customer affiliate. We can drink it and we can share it. We have what's called a promoter and a coach. We can build and coach. And I'm just gonna walk you through the difference between these. As a customer, you get to drink ketones. The best way to start as a customer is to set up what's called subscribe and save. I'm gonna give you a couple options to start here in a second. And then as a customer, if you refer 3 friends that also set up subscribe and save, you can actually earn your ketones for free, which is really cool. Now, if this is what the 3 for free program looks like, you refer 3 friends, you start earning free product. Your next smart chip is free. So if you're somebody that's like, well, I know a couple people, my sister, my friend, my neighbor, they definitely should be drinking ketones. Well, you referred to them, and guess what? Pruvit rewards you with free product. And by setting up your smart chip, you're saving 15% after you've been that way and have had 3 of those smart chip orders run. You're now 25% on your discount. So this is the best way to get the best bang for your buck when it comes to ketones. So let me just jump back one slide here. Maybe, no, there. All right. So the question I often get is, how do I start? And that's going to be on a slide up here. Let me just talk through this. So as a customer, you can start with our Nat 10 variety pack. This is a 10 serving variety pack of our product. And there's a sale price if you set up the subscribe and save at $54. Now, we have a bundle that gives you 3 of those plus our electrolytes. And we also have what's called the all-in bundle, which gives you 2 boxes of ketones, 2 boxes of 20 servings each, 10 different flavors, half caffeine free, and our iFast, what we call kind of our iFast accelerator kits. An intermittent fasting program, it's a great way to start. So those are kind of the best options if you're just saying, hey, I just want to get started. Tell me what to do. Now you see this thing on here, it says affiliate. The affiliate option is free. And as an affiliate, Pruvit actually pays you for referring friends. And what that means is if you help somebody get started and then they end up like buying a box of ketones, Pruvit's going to pay you commission on the product. And if they buy that all-in bundle, you earn $75. If they buy a normal price box of ketones, you earn up to $40. And this is ongoing. If that customer orders the rest of your life, guess what? You get paid every time that customer orders. I have customers that got started with me in 2015, and I'm still paid on their orders today. Really powerful. And this program itself is just designed to pay you for the value that you bring, right? Businesses these days are looking outside of just, advertising on the Super Bowl or advertising on TV, and they're looking for, word of mouth marketing. And instead of just, saying, hey, we're going to give you some points if you share this, they're giving you hard dollars if you want to be part of our affiliate program. So that's the drink and share option. The next option is really what we call build and coach. And build and coach means you want a little bit more, and you want to take this to the next level. You want to build a community of people that are excited about better, a community of people that are sharing their story, like Mirza, like Christina, like myself, and that are impacting people around them. This kind of takes it to the next level. The only cost here is $49 a year. And with this annual fee, you get access to our Max Trial Builder Pack and our Mega Trial Builder Pack. These are significantly, severely discounted product packs, which is the best way to start as a promoter. Most of our promoters either come in with the Max or the Mega. We teach you how to utilize this product as sampling product, how to basically allow people around you to experience, maybe a serving, and then sell them 5 or sell them 10. Because what we found is to get them onto the website and have them order a full box, people do that, but you'll cast a much larger net. You'll help a lot of more people get started if they're just grabbing 5 from you or grabbing 10 from you. So we teach you how to not just, grab this pack, but how to get it into people's hands and at the same time cover your costs and beyond. So if you sell 60% of this, you'll cover your costs. If you just sold all of the product as trials, you'd bring in about $960. With the Mega, you'd bring in $1,920 if you use the pricing that we recommend. But the goal here is just to create some excitement, some fun, and get ketones into people's hands. Now, as a promoter, it goes well beyond what our affiliate program is. It's not just commissions on boxes sold, but we have residual income that you get to earn. We have startup bonuses that you get to earn. We even have a car program if you hit a certain level. We have ownership pools. Like there's an incredible program that's built around this, truly creating, what starts as a part-time income, instead of driving Uber or Instacart or instead of picking up that job waitressing tables, this is an amazing way to make extra income. And then it also helps create full-time income, right? This is something that many people do as their one and only. So this is the build aspect. Now, the coach aspect is just kind of adds on to that. And as a coach, you have the ability to become a certified coach. And it's a $997 program that gives you a certification essentially in ketone technology and optimization, right? So the KTOC stands for the Ketone Technology Optimization Coach. And it really teaches you some of the information that Christina just shared, some of the information that I shared about ketones. It teaches you the ins and outs of why this works. At the same time, gives you the tools and resources to coach people and to create a community and to build a successful business. So we have many people that start as customers. We also have many people that start as affiliates, promoters, and even people that say, I'm ready to really hit the ground running and jump in with both feet. I'd like to become a coach. So there's no like, it doesn't have to start with one and then you do the next and the next and the next. When I got started, the certified coach option was not available. I jumped in with what was the equivalent of the Mega Trial Builder. So you get to decide, how do you want to start? How do you see yourself starting? At the very least, join us as a customer, right? Get some ketones into your body. But get back to whoever invited you here and say, hey, I'm ready to become an affiliate, or hey, I'm ready to become a promoter, or hey, tell me more about this coaching program. I think I want to go all in. So that's my 2 cents for tonight. Christina, I'll turn it back to you for any closing thoughts, and thanks for having me on.
Yes, you're welcome. I'm so excited that there's a way for anyone to get started. We always say, like, get in where you fit in, because there is a place for you here. And if it's not yet, that's okay too. But we know just how much you need ketones. The whole world needs ketones. So get in where you fit in. And like Nick said, definitely reach back out to the person that invited you and tell them what would change if your life was better. If you could feel better, be better, make more money, what would be better? What would show up differently? How would you show up differently? How would you feel? And let them know, ask them what questions that you have as well. For me, sharing ketones has really given me that opportunity to go from living paycheck to paycheck to getting to design exactly how I want to contribute and live, world schooling my girls, and then also making travel a lifestyle. I have invested in myself and events, and as a result, I've gone from shifting from needing others to see me to seeing and celebrating myself, while also inspiring and empowering other people to step into their passions and greatness. And I get fulfilled by, and I thrive when I get to develop leaders and foster relationships, build community, and build these diverse communities, both at home and across the world, where health and abundance and love are the norm, and that's what happens here. So I'm excited for you all to get in where you fit in, continue where you are if you're already in, and we are so excited that you're here. Thank you for your time tonight, and have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye.